Thanks to the support as a channel member, PP0476. Well, after our horrible little wobble in the last episode, we have got back to winning ways, but unfortunately, all the teams around us are winning as well, and today, we play two of them. Specifically, these two. We're second in the league, 2 points behind Risborough, with a game in hand. We play Flackwell Heath, who are in 5th, and Tooting and Mitcham, who are in 3rd, and only 2 points behind us. It's going to be two huge matches. I'm a little afraid. Hello, welcome to part 13 of Wembley to Wembley. I'm Kevin. Coming up on today's episode, we have those two huge promotion implications games. And since you were last with me, as you can see, we did get back to winning ways. 5 games without a win, followed up with 4 wins in a row. Nothing changed here. Nothing changed here. Tier 9, ladies and gentlemen. But it does mean the league table is, it's in our hands. If we win every game we've got left this season, we win the league. It's as simple as that. That's all we've got to do, boys and girls. Ever so simple. We have signed another player as well. Evan Lynch is a 20-year-old Irish striker who we've signed from Wellingborough, where he'd scored a couple of goals for Wellingborough this season in a league at our kind of level. Wellingborough are one of the poorer teams in that league, and he wasn't starting regularly for them. But he was cheap, and we never really replaced Balogun earlier in the year. He's only in on a contract till the end of the season, and star rating wise, he looks like he should be very good. He's quick and tall. 2 things that I usually quite like in footballers, but I don't know if this is the time of the season to be trying to get a new player into the team. It's also worth a mention for Jamie Sant, on loan from Bedworth United. He's had a remarkable season for us. 20 goal contributions from 19 appearances, a 7.59. He's quite good. I know Russ Eddy's played well in that attacking midfield position, but goodness me, Jamie Sant has played well alongside him as well. But let's go beat Flackwell Heath. Let's go and find Flackwell Heath. And in rather worrying news for us, Flackwell Heath is quite far away from our comfort zone of inside the M25. It looks like Flackwell Heath is an actual place which is sort of near High Wycombe. There you go. There's the High Wycombe Five Guys. So it's sort of nearby to High Wycombe, and there is the pitch. Have we been here before? I feel like we might have been here before, or do they just all look very similar? Let's have a look at. Where can we get an angle from? Maybe from there. We might be able to see the pitch. We have been here before. This is the same place we've been to previously, I think, unless there's 2 football grounds at this level that have a driveway on them. I feel conned. Unacceptable. But at the same time, I do feel like I have to show you something. So although we've been to Flackwell Heath before, we'd never been to the High Wycombe Five Guys. Look at the size of it. This is a Five Guys with a drive-through, I think, which I'm not sure is something I've seen before. Right next to a massive cinema as well. If you are in the High Wycombe / Flackwell Heath area and you want to see a film, Elemental was showing in August 2023 when the Google car went by, you can have a Five Guys afterwards. Look at all that space. That's worth the trip. Forget the M25. You don't get Five Guys like this in London. And once we've had our fill of overpriced burgers, this is the team we're going to send out there to try and get us back where we belong, top of the league. It's Dylan back in goal after what happened in the last episode. A back 4 of Chatting, Cornish, Edwards and Gray, Worry and Wilson in midfield, O'Sullivan and Sant, then behind Ward and McNichol up front. Let's get this team submitted, and fingers crossed, go and pull off a result. That's what we're looking for here. We want a result. We want to go back to the top of the league. Risborough have played an extra game than we have. I don't know when they've played it because they're playing again today. I thought they'd just played a day early or something, but they're playing Holyport today. So we do need that result to go our way for us to go top of the league right now. But I tell you what, let's worry about us winning first. And this, I think, is the first time that we've got to see the LOLLUJO edition away kits in the match engine in an episode. And don't they look snazzy? Beautiful stuff. these ones are going to be available for sale as well. I listen. I told you it was originally going to be the home shirts. You all told me you wanted the away shirt, so the away shirts are going to be up for sale as well. Not quite yet, but soon. Don't you worry. They will be available soon. We might still be in this league when they become available if things don't go our way. We're 1-0 down. This isn't the start we had in mind. Right. I mean, flashbacks to earlier in the season. If we now go a second goal down, we know that the technique then is to demand more, and then we fire ourselves back into the game. I haven't really looked at the implications of us losing these two matches. I mean, there's not much to look at, is it? If we don't get results in these two matches, we're not going up automatically. We're probably still going to be in the playoffs because there's so much. We've built up so many points. There's so much of a gap behind us. So I think we're safe for the playoffs, but would be going into them in terrible form and would probably lose them. Here we go. We're going 2-0 down inside the first 25 minutes. Unless Dylan pulls up. No, I don't even know. I don't know why I let myself believe that it's possible for Dylan to make a penalty save. He's never going to. Right. We demand more then. This is all very familiar. Flackwell Heath have been good, though, so far. I mean, even with this result, they'd still be 9 points behind us. So they are a team that we should be beating. We're on a run of four wins in a row. I hate it when we get camera shy, but we are camera shy at the moment, it seems. Right, Sant, who has been our best player all season long, but doesn't usually take this free kick because normally that's Russ Eddy's territory. But Russ Eddy having a rare game out of the team today because O'Sullivan and Sant have been so good in this most recent run of wins that we've been on. The two, I guess, I was going to say more senior attacking midfielders. Sant's only 17 himself. He's not that much older, but O'Sullivan, I think, mid-20s. This is our left back chatting, just keeps on running. And, I mean, he didn't really know what to do with it. If he'd have had any kind of composure or finishing, it'd be 2-1. We'd be dragging ourselves back into it before half-time. When this happened earlier in the season, I do remember us getting the goals back before half-time. So it's not quite a flashback to how things used to be, which is a little unfortunate. And now Flackwell looking to grab themselves a third before half-time. And this basically kills off our season if they score here. I don't think there's any recovering from this for us. Oh, that's upsetting. It's such a good header as well. I mean, it's a spectacular looking goal. Well, we were not anticipating being 3-0 down at half time. That is not okay. We go attacking. We look longingly at the bench in the hope that there's something or somebody who can save us. There isn't really. Oh, this has taken the wind out of the sails a little bit. Come on, boys. We've come back from 3-0 down several times already this season. Let's do it again. Let's show a little bit of character and drag ourselves back into the match. I wonder if the thing we're suffering from today, not one of the four pillars in the team. We need our homegrown boys. No Russ Eddy, none of the four pillars. This is all journeyman. Every single one of them is a journeyman today. And it's showing because they don't care. We're 4-0 down. We may as well just give up and go home at this point. It's starting to have goal difference implications here. Tooting are on 24 for goal difference. We're on 29, Risborough 33. So actually our goal difference, we were level with Risborough on goal difference going in. We're now well behind them. This is very problematic. Right, O'Sullivan has it in the back of the net, but it's offside. The linesman's got his flag up. I mean, it's the right idea, scoring a goal. Scoring a goal is the right idea in these circumstances. I can't get away from the fact it all comes down to Dylan again. They've had 7 shots and scored 4 times. They're on an XG of 1.5 and they've scored 4 times. And bearing in mind their XG of 1.5, about 0.9 of that comes from the penalty. So the other 3 goals, they've basically scored 3 times from basically no XG. Which, when that happens, you've got to point the fingers at the goalkeeper. So frustrating. These yellow kits are cursed. We'll never wear these ones again. Oh, no. Right. I mean, I don't know what to do in this circumstance. I mean, this is game over, isn't it? We may as well just pack our things up and head back to Five Guys. In retrospect, maybe having an enormous portion of Cajun fries before the match wasn't the best match preparation we've ever had. But, you know, these things are easy to see with hindsight, aren't they? We were excited. We wanted burgers. Two or three of them had the hot dog, and that's when you know you've got a problem. When you go to Five Guys and get the hot dog, obviously it's a place where you go and get a hamburger. It's a good goal from O'Sullivan, but honestly, at this point, who cares? Unless we score 2 more in the next couple of minutes and make it interesting. Oh, good, the aliens are here. We've not seen them for a few episodes. I'm glad they're back, just to let their presence be felt. Maybe they've just given us an incredible upgrade and we're going to fight our way back into this match. Risborough are losing. All this negativity, and Risborough are losing at home to Holyport. We are still remarkably in the situation, if everything ends as it is now in both the matches, what I said before the match is still true. If we won every remaining game, we'd win the league, which is bananas. Maybe all hope is not lost. Obviously, we've got to pick ourselves up from this and win the next game. And that'd be a lot easier to do if we drag ourselves back into this one. McNichol, excellent interception from him. He's got Canerva to the right of him, if he can find him. He's given it to O'Sullivan. O'Sullivan has already got 1. Now he's got 2. Maybe this is on. I don't think we've come back from 4-0 down at any point this season, but stranger things have happened. That was really good work from McNichol, who's turned out to be a really, really solid signing for us last summer. He's... I imagine there were a few raised eyebrows when I signed a striker who only scored once last year, but he's been a very solid addition to the team. We're going to continue to demand more. I think we go very attacking here, don't we? I think we have to. We're going to take off Gray, who's been rubbish. Harris can come on for him. We go very attacking, and we cross our fingers and hope that very attacking doesn't just kill off the highlights. We've actually been the better team today by XG, and then just one man has let us down. And it's the usual one. I mean, I don't know why I'm being subtle about it. It's the same guy as usual. Right, Tooting have now moved above us. We do play them next though, so it still is the case that if we win our final 8 games, we win the league, because obviously by beating Tooting, we'd go back above them again. But winning 8 games in a row is tough, although we have come close to doing it over the course of the season. That's so annoying when they do the fancy free kicks. We still aren't doing stuff like this. Why do other teams get to do it and we don't? We've got a set piece coach. Why do we not do them? We've had 21 shots today. I'm blaming Dylan, but you've got to look at our strikers as well. 21 shots. Where's the finishing? Right, let's have a look at the league table properly. So we're down to 3rd. This is the lowest we've been for ages. But we play Tooting. If we beat them, obviously we go above them. Do Risborough play before then? No. So we could actually, even after that pathetic performance, we could still end the episode. We will end the episode top of the league if we beat Tooting and Mitcham now. This is a weird level of football. And we're going to have to do it with only 1 left back in the squad now, because Chatting, who missed that big opportunity in the last game, has been recalled by Dunstable, his parent club, because we've not used him enough. He's played 22 games this season. He didn't even join us at the start of the year. Seems a little harsh, but we now only have 1 left back, and it's Ryan Cornish, who, of course, has been our starting centre-back for most of the season. So, I mean, he's played a bit there at left back. He's probably played left back as much as he's played centre back, to be fair, but still problematic. Maybe if he'd have played centre back the whole time, Chatting would have played left back the whole time and we wouldn't be in this mess. But there is your team for the Tooting and Mitcham game. Reminder of what's at stake. We beat them, we go top of the league, and then we just have to win the rest of our games and stay there. It's as simple as that. Anyone can win 8 games in a row, right? Right. Let's get it done. If, of course, we don't win, then we can pretty much forget about automatic promotion and focus on the playoffs and trying to get some kind of run of form going for the playoffs. I imagine, though, at this level, there's still going to be more twists yet anyway. I think regardless of what this top 3 looks like at the end of this episode, it'll probably look different on the last day of the season, regardless of who's top of it. So I guess on that basis, it's for the best if we don't end the episode top of the league. I mean, this would be fine. 1 point behind the pair of them with 7 games to go. They're not. No, none of us are winning 7 games in a row after this. That's just not how Tier 9 works. So all we can do is win the game we're currently playing. So let's try and win this one, shall we? Oh, it's so stressful. Oh, what a stressful computer game this is. Goodness me. Right, can we have a goal, please? I know some of you are going to be wondering what's happened to Russ Eddy as well. I've been wondering the same thing. He is on the bench today. Before everyone screams for Russ Eddy to be back in the team, he's not been the same player. His average ratings dropped down below a 7 for the first time in his career. He's just not as magical as he was before. Partly probably because we've got O'Sullivan and Sant and Hards, and we've got plenty of attacking midfield options now. We gave Pearce that little run in the team as well. Eddie is still young enough to rotate back around again to being a nailed-on starter. And oh my word. Honestly, can any of you play in goal? Because I'm tempted to go in goal for the second half. There's no... I mean, I've commentated on him doing that so many times in the last year now. There's just no new way to say it. Oh, for goodness sake! Dylan! Ah! Well, we're not getting promoted, are we? I hate it. This is horrible. We were 5 points clear at one point. Now we're 4 points back. We have not got a chance of getting promoted automatically. And the form we're in, we lose to all the teams at this level. We ain't going to win the playoffs either. At least the board will be happy if we get them. I have signed a new contract, by the way, so I'm here until the end of next season at the very least. But yeah, the way things have gone in the last couple of episodes, we could end up finishing outside of the playoffs again. Everything was going so well. I can't even put my finger on the point where it started to go wrong. It just kind of took a turn and started to go wrong. Look, they've got a goalkeeper who makes saves. How do we get one of those? Everyone we play against has a goalkeeper who can make saves. We just can't find one. He's done another one. He's got to be cheating. Their keeper's called Payne. And, I mean, that kind of says it all, doesn't it? Look at the match stats again. Oh, it is all Dylan's fault. But I have been searching... Because we had this problem with Whelan's last year. I have been searching for nearly 2 seasons now for a goalkeeper. And we just can't find one. It's ridiculous. Oh, my word. Do a goal? Won't one of you do a goal? Okay, O'Sullivan's got a goal. O'Sullivan is one of the flashes of happiness in this run of form that we're on at the moment, because he's only recently arrived and he has been good. That's 8 goals for him already. He has been an excellent addition to the team. But at the expense of Russ Eddy, so you lot probably all hate him. Can we drag our way back in? Look at those match stats. We deserve something from this game. I'm still demanding more. Won't somebody step up and make themselves a hero? Right, McNichol's been rubbish. Canerva comes on. Sant's been rubbish. Eddie comes on. We've got 2 of our own youngsters on the pitch now in Russ Eddy and Anton Canerva. One of them needs to do something special. Ideally, they both do something special and we end up winning the match. But at this point, I very much settle for a draw. Cornish, we don't have another left back. Don't even highlight him, Kev. There's no way to take him off. Warry's tired, so Terry can come on for him. We're going very attacking. That'll guarantee no more highlights. Oh, no. Come on. Can we do... Look at the match. That's right. Score from this, you idiots. O'Sullivan's been fouled. That's a penalty. It'll be Canerva to take. He scores plenty of them, but he also misses plenty of them. Is it Canerva? It is Canerva to take. Right. Let's drop back down just to normal positive mentality. We don't need to win the game. We just needed to not lose it. Obviously, winning the game is handy because it puts us to the top of the league. But it's more important not to let them pull a 4-point gap out over us. So we drop back down to positive. Now we offer some encouragement. We don't need to demand more at this point, but this is where we need a Russ Eddy solidifying his hero status moment. That was so poor, but then that was poor from them as well. Everyone's getting tired. Give it to Russ Eddy. We know he's got a piece of magic in him, but he didn't have it there. He couldn't even retain possession. And now, luckily they've missed. Oh my word. Right, come on, somebody. Look at the match stats. We deserve a third goal. Why is the ball at this end of the pitch? Get it up the other end and do a football, you buffoons. I hate it. I hate this game. I don't like it at all. Dylan is this close to getting released. Despite being on a new contract, I'm tempted to release him now and we'll just do the last 5 minutes without a goalkeeper. And I honestly don't think it'll make a difference. That is the biggest FMing I have ever seen in my life. It just feels like the game has decided we're not getting promoted this year. And I hate it. So, I guess we're aiming for the playoffs now, like we should have been all along. Let's look at the league. I hate it. I hate it. But then we were further clear than that, so it's not all over. We don't play any more of the big teams now for the rest of the season. So we could conceivably win 4 or 5, 6 of these 7 matches. We'll be back for the final 2 games of the season, where hopefully we'll pull off a miracle and secure promotion via good old backdoor Kev. But it'll be more likely we'll be just clinging on and trying to make sure we get into the playoffs. That was horrible. I hated that. Did you enjoy that? If you did, leave a thumbs up on it for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.